the Wayab of each tribe. You can think of them like the body of each Wayab. Additional totem poles, like the ones around here, serve as proxies to which the Wayab can extend their consciousness. There are countless proxies scattered around the Night Kingdom. Through them, the Wayab can extend their consciousness over the entire realm and track down souls no matter where they roam. But if a proxy were to become severely contaminated, then a soul could become lost within the Night Kingdom.
Judging by the current situation, I don't think we're dealing with just one contaminated proxy. Even if we could drive back the abyssal power from one of them, that probably wouldn't even put a dent in the problem.
Still, we can't just leave the Wayab to suffer. It's protected me this whole time.
I agree. We might even manage to draw out the monster that's been hunting Kachina. Getting rid of the monster might slow down the deterioration of the Night Kingdom.
Kachina? What's wrong?
Nothing. Just a headache. And that voice again, telling me to abandon the Wayab and leave this place.
Maybe we really should leave. Kachina's already been here for too long.
No, I'm fine. I don't plan on listening to that nonsense. I can hold on. Just up ahead. I'll lead the way. Besides, I can still fight, so please, help me out a little longer.
Listen to me, Kachina. We'll come with you, but that's because we want to help the Wayab, not because we have something to prove. You don't have anything to prove either. It's okay if you reach your limit. We'll be there for you.
All right. The sooner we get this done, the better.
We've already come all this way, so we might as...
Let's go. This way.
I'll stay here and try to stall the Abyss monster.
All by yourself?
It's all right. I don't have much time, so go.
Thank you forever.
You're a true... Does your head still hurt? Let me help you walk.
I'm fine. You should know I'm made of stronger stuff than that. Wayab! I'm back! My friends and I are here to heal you. Wayab, can you hear me? Wayab?
So we were right. The contamination is already too severe. It's preventing the Wayab from answering our calls. All right, get ready, everyone. Time to purge the abyssal energy from this place.
Careful. We've got company.
already!
You really think that puny soul could slow me down? Courage in the face of futility is pure folly. He tried to get in my way, so I disposed of him.
You killed Malcolm?
He would have dispersed with or without me. Rather than worrying about him, I would urge you to focus on yourself. You may have defeated others of my kind in the past, but underestimate me now, and it will be... No, the power of the Abyss isn't talk. I thought this naive little girl... That is the tragedy of your short lives. You understand nothing of all-encompassing ancient name, the Pyro-Arc. Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why is the Pyro-Archon strong beyond measure, while you, Kachina...
Kachina! Give me your hand. Feel that? I'm right.
Thanks, Moalani. Because I'm not alone anymore.
You're right. Maybe comforting ideals don't have any power. But you also couldn't be more wrong. You've never had to work for your own strength, so you will—
What?
The courage we have to stand before you and not back down? The power lies not in the ideal itself, but in our commitment to upholding that ideal, and in our decision to stand together and fight!
Well said.
Let's go, Kachina. It shouldn't take more than 2 of us to handle an enemy like this.
Sorry in advance, but you...
There aren't many in Natlan who can beat us when we... Off we go, right here!
Let the flames of redemption rage! Hear the inferno's call!
Ho! Let's shred, Sharky! Let's ride! Surf's up!
We won! We actually won!
That's what he gets for underestimating you two. Fantastic work, Kachina! Absolutely fantastic! This makes me so... unbelievably happy.
I'm happy too, Moalani. Together we really are unstoppable!
Huh? What's happening? My ancient name is glowing? But I thought I did—
It's probably a projection from...
Wait, does...
That was a bold move, diving headfirst into the fire to save your friend, especially in a... Still, seeing you pull it off, everything you said was exactly... It took years worth of... The Pyro-Archons, only then will we... Tupac, a warrior from the people of the Springs. I fought...
I've heard that name before.
Since you were able to, under the name Umoja.
Me?
As long as blood still, its blaze will be even amid everlasting darkness. Our bonds remain eternal.
What's wrong?
So many memories. So that's what...
What do you mean? Did you just figure some...
500 years ago, they foresaw the very...
We can go over the details once we get... I know bits and pieces, but...
This sounds like something that's going to need a lot of Okay, that should be enough. Why up? Why up? Can you hear me?
I hear your voice, Kachina. My dear child.
Great. Well then, I was going to ask. I'll keep searching within.
You are already.
Huh?
You are all my. Your ancient. Focus on the story of your. It gladdens me to see the Pyro Archon's plan. Go now, my children.
I know we've never met before, Wyab. Thank you for encouraging Kachina.
Whoa! What's going on?
We're out of time. It's the power of the Abyss. Quick, we need to run!
It's a Sealy! The Sealy opened the way for us! The opening in the sky! It's closing!
We need to hurry, or we'll be stuck here!
Watch out for the falling rocks!
Quick, through the middle!
Faster!
We'll never make it!
You've done well. Now come home.
We're back!
The Pyro Arc.
But she's not here. Yeah, didn't she say she used it all up?
She's still in the speaker's chamber.
So you're saying...
Every great You must feel terrible, Kachina. Let's get back to the stadium.
I recommend getting a...
Paimon feels okay. What about you, Traveler? Right. You always seem to do pretty well against the Abyss.
Let's get going. We need to share what we learned in the Night Kingdom as well.
Right. The Wyab...
I'll let her explain every move.
Huh. There's a lot less stuff.
It's good to see you all here in one piece. I know you must have a lot of questions, but let Koichi check.
Thank goodness you made it. Take a seat, everybody.
All right. That should... I have to say, though...
She's always been special like that.
Given the current situation, that ability...
Of course. Thank you, Koichi.
All right, just give it time.
Yeah.
All right. There's so much to discuss, I don't even know where to begin. I'll get straight to the point. Natlan is on the verge.
Huh?
No.
That's right. But I've only our looming destruction is not a recent development.
Mualani told us a little bit about...
500 years ago, unlike the other nation, the battle against the Abyss was even then. And still, this is but a superficial... The problems plaguing the Night King immediately after the war. But at that time, our civilization was if we didn't bring the So, the Archon had a...
So that's what... After finding Kachina, I encountered a strain since the plan was mentioned in those... But there's still something I don't understand. Those...
Huh? But that doesn't make any sense!
That's right. A god can extend a human... But, as we all know, not a human life. Only by dying before...
So, in other words, this is your...
Yes. We only meant if the Natlan of the future was to have a... The goal was to reunite. Once a tribe was back, the Chosen would then stand by...
So that means...
That's right. You... After your adventure in the Night Kingdom...
So in other words...
Yes. According to... The 6 heroes successfully inherit... Once again, it comes down...
Just like how the Ode of Res...
Exactly. It's just another tactic if we want to unblock that information. So, I've tried my best to... Currently, Shalonin of the Children of Echoes, Kinich of the Scions of the Canopy, and Iansan of the Collective of Plenty have all been acknowledged by their names. During your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wayab Mualani. In the process, you gained the memories stored within your name.
But we have less than a year!
Yes, but we have no choice. We cannot start the plan until... That's also why I haven't been able...
But if you knew this whole time...
Perhaps, but just like you're determined...
So I suppose you're not...
That's right. Their time is yet to come. Putting pressure on them beforehand, I can only trust in the judge... I have never believed I could solve this crisis alone. In fact, it was precisely because I chose to trust and rely on others. Natlan's salvation light... You're quite perceptive, aren't you?
Huh? Oh, right.
Even though I sacrificed my power... After all, I was the one who allowed you to take... In addition to their sentimental value...
Fuel?
Yes. The stories embodied by those items, over time, they became imbued with a certain... On their own, each item's power... By burning those items, I was able to activate the content... It was a rather crude approach, so...
But weren't they all
That's exactly why I dragged you all here. No matter what.
You have nothing to be sorry for. And then, it would... Besides, if they knew those items helped save...
Even when you put it that way.
The people and the events of the past... If you still have regrets, your deeds will become new legends.
Well, we'd still like to return...
Well, now that Kachina has returned, and we could all use the rest, that's for sure. Try not to let it get to you. All right.
When I was young, I used to sit by the hot springs and listen to the stories of warriors from all over Natlan. They attract people from all the people of this. It's been really nice. I've witnessed their... I'm certain one day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all the children, just like those warriors did for me. So, you better get busy, Pyro Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
Our nation is engulfed in darkness. Our tribes stand the abyss. My rage. But you came to me because you... I understand your choice. The heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Just remember to... Otherwise, rest assured, I'll find a way to collect the debt. For Natlan.
So, you're good, but...
You can't ask her those questions and expect her to answer, my dear. We will do everything we can to rebuild the tribes, even across...
Yeah, Mom's right. We'll always believe in you, sis. Oh, seriously though, Dad should be here. Where is he?
I imagine he didn't know what to say, so he chose not to come at all. Don't take it to heart, my dear. That's just who he is. Just remember, no matter what happens in the future, we will always love you.
I'll come find you one day. I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something. There has to be a way for us to meet again one day. If there's an answer out there somewhere, I'm gonna find it. So, don't forget about me.
If that's your decision, then you have my full support, Archon.
May our children live to see such a lovely son.
For Natlan!
No one fights alone.
The rules are my legacy.
War forged the Sixth Tribe.
Who?
We are those who grew along, those who forged our own destiny. That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
You here for the victory feast too?
Oh, no. It's not that...
Ah, well, you two had a...
She didn't cause any trouble during your...
Yeah, she was super helpful.
That's good.
Is there a reason you asked? You were pretty...
Maybe it seemed unreasonable, her impulse to fight.
So what you're saying is...
Okay, so maybe it sounds... Anyway, I'm just glad you were able...
What? Do you really have to go that...
No way. Chaska never I appreciate the understand. Oh, and if you ever need a doctor, you know who to find.
Huh. Who would have thought there was a deeper reason behind their arguing? In the end, it's all the Abyss's fault.
always win anyway.
Hesitating will do you no good.
Let's give a huge round of applause to our brave young warrior, Kachina!
Well done.
I always knew you could do it.
You're one to talk. Don't think I didn't know you were the
I had no choice.
Oh, really? So you weren't just trying to...
I wasn't. When he insisted on repaying the
But the fact of the matter, I'm really sorry, Kachina.
It's amazing.
So,
Our team captain.
Serves you.
All right. There's, dear friends, firstly, I'm grateful to my friends and this traveler and her companion Paimon are some of the they've agreed to let me learn. And let's not forget my good friends, Moalani, Chaska, Kanich, and Dayan-san. They all helped the traveler and Paimon. They too deserve to be called our heroes. So, please give another round.
Well said!
I'll drink to that.
How does it feel being...
To be honest, it's a bit...
Well, you better get used to it. Next up.
Hey, please don't...
Ah, you're here.
How did you know?
You look like you've still got questions. Because the thought of telling them you could just as easily... Imagine if I said I couldn't make them... Besides, every generation will have its heroes, this one included. Or...
Paimon's suddenly remembering that portrait in your...
Yes, it was. From what I've been able to piece together, I can she played an... Still, it was an impressive achievement. You feel lost. This is a war. And there can be no war without loss. The people of Natlan look to me as their Archon.
Yeah, doesn't...
I suppose, but even if the future ends in destruction, and this is a pivotal moment. Well, 3, to be precise. There's one further, your resistance to the corrupting, if you agree to join.
Ancient names?
They can. Possessing an ancient, the Ode of Resurrection may have, just like in the Night Kingdom, I will be there for you.
Yeah, we can't just ignore the...
Wonderful. Then I'll reach out to Shilonen. We've never forged an ancient name for it.
My lord, we've received word that the Pyro... Although your injury complicates the...
Victory and defeat are rules, not outcomes. As for you, I must
No matter how dense the fog, you don't have much time.
I'm beginning to see just how you hurt.
Toba! You must be the help.
Oh, but Uncle Sanka said he was gonna send some. Yeah, sorry. Whatever the. Wrong and.
Darn it! We've been tricked, Hoonie.
What are we supposed to do about the baby Saurians now?
It's okay, Hoonie. Don't worry.
There's been a lot of unrest in the tribe lately, and my dad's after what happened to Nana.
If Nana is your dad's Saurian.
My dad's one of the elders. I didn't think it would take very long.
Yeah, he was so.
It's all right. Don't let him get to you. We're here now.
They should be. I already managed to find their track.
Really?
Awesome. You gotta be careful out on the cliffs, though.
Hoonie said the baby Saurians are on the cliff, so let's find a way up.
Well, if it isn't the very well. Wait, aren't you like... Silence! We shall have you know that...
Oh, come on. You talk big, but...
That's more... If you must know, our abyss incident... See this little lizard? It's Yikes! So, she was but a low... So, leaping from a... My dear anemic flying... Anemic flying ant?! We sensed suspicious outlanders. Ha! How dare you, Cassie, if you're not here to kiss me?
Potty mouth on that guy! Paimon is furious! Still, good to know about the abyss threat, huh?
Wasn't expecting that.
Let's not get sidetracked.
Wow, you're back already?
I'm so glad that You're welcome! Piece of cake! You're not from Natland, right? Because your clothes look different than ours. Hey! You must be tired after all that climbing. You should...
Yeah, please come.
By the sound of it! Uh-huh. Really? Maybe he was the suspicious outlander that Ahau mentioned. Sure, if you're interested. Oh, let me think. How did the conversation... Oh, please, mister.
Just one more story. I heard that...
Oh, you mean...
Oh, what?
Uh-huh. There's a... Turnfire is different.
Why? What happens?
As soon as you turn around, poof!
Well, good golly gee. I mean, it's one...
Right? How nasty is it to burn someone from behind and not even let them...
Yes, shocking behavior.
Good guess, Uncle Glasses.
Mm-hmm. You Ponky was friends? He didn't like how Och-Khan was, and that's how our aunt...
But Och-Khan wasn't there. All he saw was a city.
A split second later, the flames he saw burst...
All it took was a single glance.
The question is, was this the price he paid for...
Nobody knows the answer. And then... the flame...
The grown-ups say that it lights up the path that leads to the next life. But for the dead to be reborn, it's like a final look back at your...
Ah, a fine parable.
I don't know.
Either way.
Sure has.
Yeah, and now...
All right, Uncle...
Tell me more about this Kinich guy. One more story. No? Careful, Toba. You look dangerously close to curse...
Uncle, you'd better not be...
How would it get me?
Huh?
Wait. All right, kiddos. Work them like dogs.
Really?
We met at the foot of this...
Serious?
If you don't believe me, turn around and see for yourselves.
Huh? Where? Oh, wait! Yeah, definitely a fishy character.
Yeah, and not only that...
All he got out of us was some stories, though. Trev? Huh? You know Kinich? Not very well.
Aw, man. I'm so jealous. I never even spoke.
Me neither. I don't think my dad really liked... Oh, the creep who calls himself Kahoot. Exactly. I don't know why Kinich...
Uh-oh. Pony, look how late it is.
Oh, yikes. If there's anything you need...
We gotta run. Bye for now.
Yes, I'm Karya.
Don't mention it! Handle...
Still, it seems that all... Correct.
Apologies.
Oh, no worries. But what? Paimon's pretty sure that's not what they're...
I'm sure we must look very silly. Approaching them.
A mysterious island?
Yes. There is...
Are you sure?
Some proposal?
Then I suppose discuss... Oh, all right. You did
A little off.
We should move on.
Yes. Thank you again.
That's all right. You really don't see a pair of adventurers like those? But anyway, Paimon's really curious about that mysterious... Yeah, who knew? After all, the amazing places we've explored during our adventures, finding some mysterious island should be a walk... Oh, you're right. Time's ticking, let's get... But the real question is... that's an idea. Huh? Do you also see Navia and Clorand over there? They look like they might have run into some kind of trouble. Let's go check out what's going on!
Still no dice? Not at all. And I've asked pretty much everyone in the court of Fontaine already. Lynette's ears drooped as soon as she heard that we'd have to be out and about for days on end. And Fremine, he hid himself under his helmet as soon as he realized there'd be people around that he didn't know.
What about Chiori and Charlotte? I feel like both of them would be more than up to it.
I've asked them already, but they're both pretty busy right now. I just gave the members of the Spina a few days off, too, so I don't want to bother them either.
This is getting pretty difficult.
Navia, Clorand, what's up?
Oh my.
Huh.
Huh?
Yep, this is our chance.
Do you need our help with something?
Oh, precisely. My dear
Whoa, for real?
Absolutely. We've already exhausted all our...
Traveler, Paimon. Would you join us and play Marechaussee Hunter Judgment Day?
Marechaussee what now?
It's a new game script by the Tabletop Troupe, a local roleplay adventure club.
Ever heard of the Tabletop Troupe? They put out games that allow you to participate in a story and roleplay characters with your
That sounds super...
Clorand and I are both veteran members. And when they asked...
Generally speaking.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I know I was the...
Anyway, the script calls...
So, you're saying...
Paimon and the Traveler are...
That's not a problem. I'll adjust...
Well, Traveler, what do you think? Wanna play? Paimon will follow your lead.
Well, that solves our problem.
Woohoo! I'll go grab the script.
The script manager? Didn't you just say that...
The club introduced a completely new kind of game. In this iteration, the game... On top of that, in order to increase...
Wow, you're right!
And it's got a real...
I look forward to experiencing it with you all.
Why don't you go meet up with the others?
Sounds good. Remember to always watch where you're going.
You say that like I'm 6 years old or something. Let me think.
I just hope you'll pick up some use.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Ah, you're back! Huh? And you've got the trap?
What a pleasant surprise. I assume you'll be joining us for the game.
Linny, Farina! Paimon didn't know you were playing.
I'm more of a casual member, if any. Still, I'm sure it'll be fun being a player.
Well, I'm not a member of the club at all.
If you're interested, I can give you a referral.
I think I'll wait to see how this experience...
Do you participate in a lot of
You could say that. She's...
Ah, right. I knew about that.
Wow. Paimon's so used to seeing you be all upstate.
Surely you jest. I maintain a clear boundary between my professional and personal lives. But in my personal life...
Well, you say that, but for all the time I've known you, I don't think
I was
Is that so? Well,
So you want to see...
I'm back! Here, allow me to introduce you to the script manager, Mr. Florian.
Pleasure to meet you all.
Hello. Wait, are you a champion duelist too, Mr. Florian?
Oh, no. This is just the costume provided by the club. I occasionally play a few of the roles in my scripts.
That sounds like a lot of work.
It's nothing. It's the least we can do to give... Anyway, allow me to give you a brief introduction of the script. This script was adapted from the real history of the Marashose hunters. You all will play the role of hunters from a bygone era and resolve a series of events unfolding in the capital.
Paimon's not super familiar with the history of the Marashose hunters. Is that a problem?
Oh, no problem at all. I can give you a brief rundown. So, basically, Marashose hunters were people who dedicated themselves to hunting. Their story can be traced back to the ancient, but I'll leave the finer details for you.
And I'll...
In that case, brave hunters, are you ready to set out on an
Whoa, just one sentence and
Aha, I see many a determined gaze before me.
So, as we follow the story, it leads us to specific scenes?
Ooh! It's the exact location of the scene. Please check all your belongings, everyone. And make sure you haven't forgotten anything. Once you're ready...
Sounds good. Hunter Squad, move out!
A reward on the road.
Whoa. They really have thought of everything. Even the phaetometer is here and read.
The phaetometer?
It's a card that's used to...
And what about all the deserted?
That's what the message said.
Oh, really? That's so...
Those snacks have Paimon's name written up.
I think you might be more of a...
Snack Hunter Paimon reported for duty. If there are delicious snacks to be found, Paimon...
The desserts are great. But...
First, please pick up the blank character cards in front of you, and write down your... You can find an abbreviated version of the rules printed on the back of... In this story, everyone is a marechaussee hunter. To reflect this, the club has prepared a small badge for everyone.
Ooh, nice!
As hunters, you have proficiency in swordsmanship and fighting by default, so there's no need to allocate any additional skill points to those areas.
Swordsmanship? So there's a fighting part to all of this? Paimon's not sure she can do all that on her own. Maybe Paimon can just stick with you?
Why don't you share a character card then? The Traveler will be the marechaussee hunter, and you can be her little floating assistant.
Huh. Kinda like in real life.
So, for the name, do I fill it out with the name of my character?
Yep. It can be any name you like.
You can use your real name too if you want. I do that whenever I get too lazy to think of a new name.
Oh, so it would be like experiencing a different life, but still as yourself. That's not a bad idea.
In that case, I think I'll continue to use the name Linny then.
Next up is the skill sheet. You have a limited amount of skill points that you can use to learn a number of skills. The more points you invest in a particular skill, the easier it will be to pass associated checks.
I'll take persuasion and investigation. Those are must-haves when it comes to missions like these.
Oh, those skills sound like they'd be useful for gathering intelligence. Good idea, Navia. Just as expected of a veteran player.
So should we also take those skills then?
Not necessarily. Since we're working together as a team, we could leave the negotiations to Navia and use our skill points to pick up other useful skills. For example, I think I'll take stealth and sleight of hand. That will give us more options if we run into any situations we can't negotiate our way out of.
Oh, interesting. I wasn't thinking about it like that. I suppose it's not so different from an acting troupe. Everyone has their own role to play. Let me see. I'll take arts and performance. I'm not quite sure what use they'll be, but I'm not as knowledgeable about the other skills, and I am not too confident I'd be able to roleplay them well.
Well, that leaves us. What do you want to learn, Traveler? Gotta say, this suits you really well. Nothing boosts morale like good food. so you want to help people when they're injured. That's nice of you. So what do you think? Are you sure you want to learn these 2 skills?
Let's see. Oh, looks like you each have enough points to choose one final skill.
You've all picked such classic skills. It's fine to go a little bit out of the box, you know.
Why do I get the feeling she's getting ready to cause trouble?
For example, this one here. Summon. Doesn't it sound super mysterious and cool?
Oh, I saw that one just now as well. The description says, this skill can be used under certain circumstances to summon characters or creatures that fit the script's world-building rules.
The script's world-building rules, huh? But how are we supposed to know what a Marashose hunter can summon?
Oh, that's not for us to worry about, my friend. Just learn the skills that interest you, and the GM will take care of the rest.
Alright, you've convinced Paimon. Let's learn summon then. Paimon can't wait to see what kind of thing shows up.
Well, now that everyone's more or less finished creating their characters, we can begin. Since 2 of our players are doing this for the first time, though, let me ask. Would you like to play on easy mode or authentic mode?
What's the difference between the 2?
Well, in role-playing games, the story sometimes changes based on the decisions of the players and the results of the Fatometer. For example, if you fail a check, that means you cannot use the target skill in that scenario. A critical failure may even result in further negative consequences. If you choose to play in authentic mode, every time you elect to use a skill, you'll need to use the Fatometer to see whether you succeed or fail, and face any consequences that may follow. If you choose easy mode instead, every check will be successful by default, and you won't have to worry about luck playing a factor.
given that...
Huh? Oh, come on. Don't worry about that. RNG is the never knowing what you might have...
I'd rather...
All right, then I'll mark down.
What about you, dear partner? How would you like to...
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. No need to...
Honestly, I don't...
No
that wasn't...
Well, anyway, speaking of the story...
Well, that's because a long time ago, back when human civilization was still in its infancy, powerful... Soon, a group of human Sometime later, as a member of the Marachose Hunters, you receive as you inhale, your eyes meet, and you realize...
You're all Marachose hunters too, right? What say you to traveling together?
Okay, count me. My name is Linny.
Is this where you My name is Farina.
Hey, you can do it, Farina. That's exactly how it's done.
Paimon is Paimon, a good friend and companion to this Marachose hunter right here.
I've been studying medicine ever since I was a child. I want to do my part to eradicate these monsters and use what I've learned to heal others.
Oh, welcome, welcome. When we face the monsters, I'll make sure to charge in front to give everyone...
You open your envelopes at the same time. The message reads, "To the honorable and trustworthy, the lands outside the capital have been..."
The layout of this city...
The scriptwriter must have used a real-world city as a reference.
Yet, as you regard...
I carefully read every...
You see a long...
And... Oh, good idea.
You look up and see a tavern near...
Why don't we go check out that tavern?
As you approach the tavern, you find a plainly dressed woman standing nearby. She appears to be rather troubled about something.
Greetings, friend.
Oh, hello. I suppose you're right.
It seems like every character included in the script has a certain amount of...
Oh, come now, don't be...
I don't think...
Nothing turns a frown up...
You didn't even take cooking...
That's...
So you're someone who barely... Hey! Did she just... Me?
Glorian must have broke character for...
This isn't getting us any...
Are you sure? In that case, please... You remain silent as you prepare a pot and fire to use for cooking. The woman stares at you with her mouth agape as you skillfully cut the ingredients and After some time, a rich aroma begins.
Please have some food. Who knows? Maybe you'll...
Whoa! That's...
Wait. So as...
Oh, thank you. You were right.
So, what had you so worried earlier?
A horde of monsters...
Do you remember when those monsters...
I'm not...
Do you know where...
It all happened so fast.
You have our thanks, friend. We'll find and defeat those...
Oh, thank you.
Don't worry. We'll find him. Just, we don't always get to choose.
I'll do my... You bid farewell to the woman, and continue your journey further into the city. As you venture further into the city, the streets appear largely empty. An elderly woman walks past. You see her shake her head as she puts away her wrinkled wallet. A nearby merchant folds his arms and gives you a disdainful look. You get the impression that he's someone who has long gotten used to the sight before him.
Although he doesn't seem very...
Pardon me, sir. I'd like to...
That depends. How much are you willing to pay?
How about...
What do you take me for?
Surely an onion can...
What do you know? War's near...
Whoa, what a nasty guy. Maybe we shouldn't even bother talking to him.
But he still might have information we need. Traveler, can you think of something?
Okay, while everyone is talking, I secretly use my magic props to summon a bottle of wine without the merchant noticing. We meant no offense, sir. Here, allow me to... I should Do you have any...
Crisis. Those monsters are camped outside. We have limited
Wait, you're saying...
We could all starve and those Who knows? Maybe they've been in cahoots with the
That is concern... Thank you, sir. We won't take up any more of your time now.
Hey, why did you leave in such a hurry?
Well, you see, that bottle of wine was just a cardboard...
Should we try to go somewhere with more people?
Oh, how about the city square? Follow me.
Before you lies the city's central square. You see a man with a slightly anxious look on his face, pacing back and forth, his head hanging low. He doesn't seem to notice your approach.
This guy seems promising enough. Me? Hello, sir. Is there anything...
Wait. Oh.
You recognize...
Yes, yes!
What happened?
Alas. However...
Are there...
It's not a question. Most people my age have never even seen one of the monsters, much less been trained to fight against them. When I was a child, to be perfect...
Well, you can rest easy.
The man is touched by your determination and resolve. His eyes be...
Still, it...
all I know is... Oh, although...
I see.
All right, be careful. They're actively even one of our kind...
Talk about being stuck between a...
I feel bad for him.
Hey! Not everything can be solved with food.
I appreciate brave hunters.
If I understood correctly, there are currently 2 problems in the kingdom that need...
Exactly. We need to
But
Well, this seems...
I really... Well, Clarence said the script took cues from the real history of...
I wouldn't say it's a
Sure.
Paimon wants to know too!
No.
Huh? So you mean...
In theory, yes. All you would need to do is Still, most people dropped out at the early stages. And others called it quits.
What kind of monsters did the hunters fight exactly?
The land of Fontaine once played host to one of the ancient sorcerers of Remuria used his power to assemble a formidable army.
Now, wait a second.
Well, I wasn't planning on going into anything you might be able to find out in the game.
Wait, but those people are all from a super...
From my master.
By math. Someone... Absolutely. Miss Pet...
Let's not get off topic. Responding to Egeria's call. Yet, as Fontaine...
Is that really about...
Speaking of investigation,
I vote monster.
Well said, Miss Farina.
What about you, partner? What do you... It's decided that...
All right.
Let's take a look around, like that guy said.
You there! Outsiders, halt!
Who's there?
An armored man approaches you. He has a tall, muscular build, and a although he's trying his best to conceal his current state. I'm the captain of the guard. I saw you sneaking around. State your purpose, or it's off to the dungeons for the lot of you.
Wow, it's been a while since...
I said talk! Marachose hunters? Ha! That fairy tale... Using your knowledge of medicine...
I'm a doctor by trade. Please let me redress your wound.
The man appears somewhat disgruntled at having been... He allows you to apply a poultice of specialized medicine to the wound. And it appears... Oh, right. Guess you lot might actually...
Do you know where we can find the monsters, or...
He informs you of the various locations where monsters are... Some of our new recruits have never even dealt with a petty thief.
Oh, please, sir. Don't get too worked up.
Hearing you say that... Those monsters aren't easy to deal with. I just hope all the guards will be able to come.
Based on what the captain said, the monster should be right up ahead. Let's go. Hopefully we're not too late.
As you approach the battlefield, you see numerous people lying by the side of the road. They appear to be dressed like guards. Their faces are filled with desperation and terror. Some are screaming and cursing in vain, as if still trying to banish the monstrosities they saw from their minds. A few of the wounded look up at you in shock and disbelief. Quick, leave this place. Turn around and don't look back, they yell.
This is the place he mentioned.
You see broken eye. All the signs point to one thing. A true...
Be on your guard, everyone. The monsters might...
Before you can finish your sentence, you hear rustling sounds from the surrounding bushes. The monsters have emerged. They close in on you without fear.
A little help here. This thing...
Your battle round begins.
Of applause!
A proper send-off from the Stina with love. Watch out!
The next battle round begins now.
Yoo-hoo! Watch out!
The monsters let out a terrifying roar of anger and resentment before dissipating into thin air.
Ugh. Thank goodness it's over.
We're lucky the Marachose Hunter class came with...
I never knew the phytometer even determined...
Just as you begin to celebrate your victory, a suspicious lump on the ground catches your attention.
A suspicious lump? Wait.
I walk up to it, crouch down, and begin to carefully examine it. I've still got my right glove on, so it should be fine for me to touch it, right?
As you investigate the mound, with the monsters gone...
Whoa, it's a treasure chest!
With everyone's help, you successfully, even without opening it, you can tell from the Mora and Jewel...
Makes sense. We worked hard for this. Let's open it. We can...
I can understand your excitement, Paimon, but think about it. doesn't it seem...
Yeah. Think about all the people suffering in the capital. Or all those guards who got hurt fighting.
Wait, is that how it works?
Well, let's put it this way. Any decision you make during a role-playing game...
But would the people really believe us? It's hard enough for us to prove we're Marchose hunters.
That's definitely something we should consider. Maybe we can...
Well, if donating it could cause that much...
Looks like you're facing a difficult... well, it's getting late.
Wow! Where did...
I'm not sure if it's because I'm having so much fun with you all, or because the story is...
Here, here!
Oh!
Yeah, that won't work for me either. Lynette will...
I understand how you feel, Navia, but we have to change venues for the next part of the story anyway.
Huh? Another
Mm-hmm. There's a special note for the GM at the end of this section that says to proceed...
Whoa! They really pulled out all the stuff.
Well, even if we end the game for the day... something... That's just a coincidence, okay? Besides, the Paimon not finishing free... And anyway, Paimon really does want to hear more about Cloran...
Well...
It's nothing. I appreciate the concern, but it's... My earliest memories are of living with Master.
What a heavy beginning for a life story.
Master was a fascinating individual. My first ever toy was a short sword.
Oh wait, so she handed an actual...
Of course I did. I cut my palm and bled quite a lot. See? That's what you get for not holding the sword properly, she told me. She then...
Excuse me for asking...
Probably around...
3? Isn't that...
As I said, Master was...
I'm not so sure this is a question of experience.
I didn't see anything wrong with her ways at the time. And anyway, children don't get to choose how they're raised. Oh, she did...
A Geovicious hatchling? For a pet? That seems even more dangerous!
What she said was this. Make sure to get along, you two. If you really can't agree on something, just settle it with a fight.
And...
5.
Well...
No,
So, you're saying...
Yes.
That really doesn't sound like the kind of childhood...
Later on, I gradually understood that Master most likely didn't know any other way to raise a child. Thanks to her, I learned how to navigate the forest by the age of 6, and could hunt monsters in the wild by myself the year after that, even though the training she subjected...
I still remember the first time we met.
I still hadn't really met...
After that, though, you started coming over a lot. You loved challenging...
I had a lot of fun during those days.
We tried to pretend like we never heard...
Protector of justice. Oh, wait, you mean... that...
Yep, that would be her.
20 years ago.
Oh,
although, calling...
Huh? When did the
Oh, she had a bunch of Later on, she probably got sick of answering those questions.
That sounds like her, all right. I bet she
Well, she certainly sounds like...
It's true. I always wanted to become like her.
But...
She suddenly disappeared the night I turned 10 years...
Disappeared? What happened?
I have no idea. That night, I was celebrating my birthday at Navia's, when she still didn't appear after a few...
Papa probably didn't know either. I know he's...
Don't worry. I understand. Just like how...
We're...
I was at first, but not at...
Well, despite everything, you still managed to follow in her footsteps and become the greatest champion.
I suspect my position would...
Who knew? I wonder... Oh no. Judging by the atmosphere, Clorand and Navia...
Well, anyway...
I had a great time today, Miss...
Anytime.
The script was good. Hey!
You could...
What does she mean, onto something? I guess I'll head back as well. I need to save my energy if I want to continue in...
You're that excited to hear about...
I was talking...
Guess we can rest a bit. I still have a lot to do with the guild.
Let's go meet up with the group! Paimon's really looking forward to today's story. I'll protect us.
Looks like everyone's here. Now, before we begin, why don't we finish where we left off yesterday? There was an important decision to be made, yes?
Have you all?
I admire the work.
So the set is going...
Unfortunately.
Anyone think
Well, whatever. If we're worried about a
Yeah, it might...
Staring at me won't get you anywhere. Or did you want some more tea?
Why aren't you saying anything?
Oh, this is the short sword Cloran mentioned last night. I found it.
Huh.
Well, I made sure to take... Anyway, wait. Well, it's only a matter of time. It pays to be
Alright, Paimon's made up her mind. Let's just give the treasure away. Paimon may have wanted to keep it, but if it's going to land at...
So, you reached an agreement? All right then, we can continue with the story.
Oh, and we'll collect...
All right, you collect the treasure. The city is still shrouded in a gloomy, oppressive atmosphere, but your spirits are surprisingly high. In places where sunlight...
Thank you, kind.
The elderly woman's look of gratitude follows you.
She's
Should we go find that man again at the square?
Oh, good idea.
Just as you start to... Please wait, distinguished guests. Several strange guards suddenly call out to you. They run forward.
Greetings, gentle.
Surely you jest, my lady. That would not...
Well, we have.
I say we go for.
That's
After a quick gilded tape, the elderly king, he wears above him a man dressed. After a moment,
The king does not appear.
the king remains still. Esteemed guests, I've heard tell. However, seeing that I...
Well, we've got nothing. The golem's blades were... Well... Well...
How did he know?
Wait, but
Only that which is freely...
But that's complete.
Yeah, that makes no sense!
Maybe so, yet the fact... What, no answer?
Well...
Clad in his magnificent...
I would like to observe the number.
The guards in the palace appear full...
There goes my plan to turn the whole place.
It appears we've been visited by nothing. Before I decide your...
Can't we try to slip away? Or maybe...
But if we try to fight the don't worry. At least we figured out who's behind all this. Let's just...
thanks you...
You allow yourself to... It's only when you begin to... Stay here! The guards lock the...
Wait, sir!
Your voice...
No!
Carve out a new path of fit.
You reach toward your waist.
What about that?
When did you hide?
When I was thinking about digging a...
Rejected.
and the keys to the...
Correct. You don't... Indeed.
Huh? Why are you the one saying indeed?
Because that statement holds...
What? But that's a...
Generally... That is...
If only there were desserts and tea...
Oh, before I took a...
Wait,
I doubt it. Master left me... I gave you the sword...
Wait.
After the duel...
Before that, after the duel, though, there was a... We were both sad. Whenever I looked at the... Back then...
No one can change...
Yep. I'm sorry. Thinking...
Looks like the next part of our script.
From Claren's face...
Water continue. Eventually, you get... Suddenly, you...
Heads up, everyone.
Gather close, everyone. I work as a guard. Shh.
I understand, but...
The king has issued a...
Execute...
Monsters appear...
There will be time for infiltrating the capital.
Have you seen our weapons anywhere?
Don't worry. His faction is too powerful. The guards are all under his control, and to defeat him, you must find...
You're not coming with us?
No. I'll remain as long as my identity...
In that case, please stay safe.
Thank you for your concern. As for the location of the vault...
Got it.
All right. Once I open the door, you now have the chance. And...
With the help of the guard, you successfully...
Wait, we didn't get to use our skills at all while we were in prison. Who knows when we're gonna get the chance to use that cool summon spell?
That is a pity, but we can only continue to move forward.
There is no escape!
Burn!
Be gone!
begin. Hi. Ready, steady, go!
Illusion shattered!
Let's dance. Hi.
A reward on the road.
This should be the place marked on the map.
This bit of rock.
Well,
Wow.
Before you, like...
Well, get...
What's the matter?
It's... As you step into the cave...
Wow, this must be...
But this door is... Huh.
A pattern on a stone door.
Is something wrong, Clarissa?
After a long, difficult journey, you finally arrive at the your surroundings are...
We're doing this for the sake of the people.
Linny's right. We need to keep the next part of this.
Yes. Something feels...
I'll protect us.
I found something.
Found something here, too.
Same here.
It worked!
Something just appeared.
By solving the puzzles, you prove yourselves at the end of...
With?
A key.
Oh, it must be the key to the big...
Huh? This? It is said that... Huh? You hear a few strange noises.
Huh? What's going on?
For the sake of a
But Paimon can still see a little bit over here. Oh, right. Sorry.
Suddenly...
Wait.
You recognize the voice as belonging to the guard who led you to this place. It appears he now...
Oh, so this is just... Well, if we can't...
Judging by the way he's...
Retreat!
Your choice is noted.
You got...
Well then.
I'd like to try to hit him with my sword.
Your strike is successful.
Is he still standing?
Is it over?
What about...
Final strike.
Well, did we...
Warm fire flickers across the walls once more. Your vision is now clear. In an impressive... That look in his eyes.
Huh? Oh, wait. Speak your name, guard. Why did you lead us here just to betray us? Is this treasure?
What? I, Florian, am a...
So he's also you.
Then I mean...
What do you know?
What's that supposed to...
My skills were... And what did he get in return? A life of poverty and pain. In a world that forgot all about the Marashose...
Is he talking?
So that's why you...
If you already knew where the...
Because...
Only a true Marashose as someone who saw...
Okay, but...
You're sure?
We've been talking about it for so long.
And we've already defeated Florian, right?
What you're...
Then let's open the door together.
All right. Before you, you hear the shrill wail of the door hinge as it rotates for the first time after years.
It's open! Come on, let's go in! Paimon wants to see what's inside!
Ooh, me too! Ooh,
A stone?
You call this a treasure vault?
Maybe the troop ran up...
They provided us...
Wait,
Huh? Whoa, are you...
The Marashose hunter before you appears to suffer a serious mental breakdown. One of you seems to understand the significance of the treasure. So, how are you doing? Do you remember?
I remember now. I brought you here because I wanted to... The explosives in the cave!
You mean these?
Huh? How did you...
I could tell something was off the moment I stepped into this cave, so I kept an eye out. I've already dismantled the whole thing.
So the strongest champion duelist in all of Fontaine saved the day once again.
I deserve some answers, don't you think? Everything you said earlier sounded like the truth.
I don't know. The feelings about my father and the other Marshose hunters are real. It just wasn't fair. I was angry. I don't know when. It's...
But if the treasure was all you cared about, why
I...
From your description, I suspect...
Devorator?
Oh, you're...
No, I've heard of it. Wait, it can't...
The seal?
My family. My father instructed, but...
The Devorator would be a form... If you lacked the power to complete...
I heard it has the power...
And yet...
One of them belonged... I know just how... The only way I could think to obtain that last key...
I won't comment...
Well, I did pour my heart and soul into it. The stories my father used to tell me about the glory of the heroic Marashose hunters and how they came to be forgotten.
It's more than just a story.
Huh?
You're proud to...
I have done...
Then explain the purpose of the evil sorcerer in your story. Isn't he the true antagonist? The one...
But I've already
Wake up, Florian! Do you really think the hunters acted out of a desire for honor and glory? Or... You do not wield your sword for yourself, but to protect... Do you still not
You're right.
I wouldn't...
I know.
Good. Then, come with me. And help me see the script.
Huh? No, I mean...
Then we'll just have to keep writing it. The evil...
You mean the divorce?
Is that really so...
You aren't afraid?
I know what my friends...
Then...
They're back!
That took a while.
Ahem! My fellow Marashose hunters, please forgive me, for I have sinned.
Tone it...
Sorry.
Oh, 2 eyes.
I confess.
That little...
That's right. He's adept at to be perfectly honest, the treasure...
The names of all the Marashose hunters from ages past...
Wait, you...
Of course.
We just finished reading through the content of the stone tablet.
That tablet recorded the lives of some fascinating people. She inherited...
So, she was just like...
Oh.
Well, when you put it that way, working as an
Their lives were all so exciting. You could write so many cool books about their accomplishments.
Because they chose to be. To hunt monsters.
Then this stone
That's right. The only time they...
So, this
No wonder this place was so well hidden.
You regard the stone tablet. The tablet their legacies shall...
Father, you... Thank you, my friend. I implore you every...
Well, sounds good to me too.
I have no objections, but... Mr. Florian...
Huh?
What if... GM?
At first glance, the weapons appear absolutely ordinary. But as you observe them, you notice a faint energy emanating from within. These blades have...
So basically, take these with us, right?
I'll take this weapon, since it used to belong to
Good idea. I'll take Mr. Walter's bow then. From one archer magician to another.
Paimon's gonna pick a cool weapon.
As you grip your weapons, you can almost feel the will of past hunters coursing through your being. It's a feeling of courage Determination. A silent vow passed down from generation to generation.
Mr. Florian, do you know where to find the evil?
I was able to see a we must be extremely...
Then why don't we...
Oh, no, we have...
I agree with Mr.
Yeah, now that we've got a plan, there's no point...
Yes, that's what's called... Yes.
All right, you've...
Mr. Florian?
Of course.
He had to set up so many scenes today, and now...
Finally, you decide to... As you walk away, you... Finally, you arrive at the church floor. As you approach, an ominous aura surrounds...
How strange. This uneasy feeling seems so real. How did they manage that?
Now, it is time for the final battle.
Let's go!
Florian, wait.
What's wrong?
I think you should wait outside. I don't think it's a good...
That's exactly why I have to go. Why I should... Yes.
That's too risky.
I understand. The Devorator will have a hard... You're not like me, Miss Clorand. This is... Consider it a duel to restore my...
Then, as a champion duelist, I hereby accept your request. The battle is now upon us. Let the Devorator once again tremble on...
Huh?
So lifelike!
This foe is not invincible. You hold the treasure. The power to defeat it in your own 2 hands.
The treasure? You mean... The names! It's the Marechaussee Hunters' names!
How are we supposed to...
You forget, Paimon? There's still one skill we saved until the very end.
Hunters fight not for fame, but to aid the people whenever they are summoned.
Walter the Marechaussee Hunter, master of 1,000 tricks, executioner of the Phantom Hunters, I call for aid!
Est, the Marechaussee Hunter, inheritor of Cassiodor's will, judge of the Shadow Hunters. Answer my call!
Petronia, protector of justice and order. The hunter I respect the most. Thank you for saving my friend, the best one I'll ever know. Please, lend us your strength.
have come to answer your summons. And so, the monsters were eradicated. Peace soon returned. Some remembered the names of the heroes who saved their kingdom, but others simply continued their lives none the wiser. Such is the story of the Mara Show. They will always... Yes.
It's a pretty solid story overall. That final battle. Oh, right. Yeah, mine nearly scared the. Oh, we should.
Did you have a good time?
Of course. Oh.
Sure, no problem.
Then I'll head back for now. Once Mr.
You're right.
Well. Okay, so. Can I ask now?
I think it should be fine, yeah.
What in the world? I was dying of curiosity.
Guess none of us wanted to be the one.
What are you all talking about?
Oh, wait.
You're saying...
It's probably more accurate to say this...
What?
So loud.
Hey, you! Get up right now! Did Paimon just hear that right? It's not nice to lie.
Yeah.
If Paimon knew something was wrong with that vault, she would have floated straight in the opposite...
Everything was on...
As it...
Guess I'm just used to...
You must run into a...
As for you...
I know there's no
I would say... You may have been blinded by fame and fortune in the beginning. You'll be far more used to the city above ground.
But...
Of course, you'll still need to take the keys. As far as I'm concerned, though.
Thank you so much. Until we meet...
Speaking of Marashose hunters, what should we do about the treasure in that cave?
Leave it be.
Are you sure? We could show it to people, make it so that the hunters are remembered.
No. I am no exception.
That's certainly very
Wait!
That's because the
Oh.
Well, I'm sure the
Oh? How so?
This particular devorator the names you recited all
So the names held the power...
Navia.
Huh? Oh!
I really appreciated those...
All right, anyway...
She ran off!
I should probably head back as well. This story was truly...
Traveler. Should your name and deeds be forgotten?
I suppose the significance would be the journey itself and the world we helped create. There's still value in the time I shared with everyone here, in the things we were able to accomplish, even if no one remembers them.
A great answer. I'll remember it. Me, the Marashose hunter, says nothing. Perhaps her answer lies in her silence.